Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? This is something that I have been waiting to announce, to bring to you guys since last year. This is the this is, I think, the third time I've done this. Obviously, it's the annual Stranger Summer Make-Along. I did it once. I definitely did it twice. I'm certain that this is the third, if not, this is the fourth time that we've done it. If you are new to the channel, if you haven't been around for multiple years, if you're an OG, you already know the premise of this, but your girl here is not only an avid crocheter and a fan of crochet things, but I am also self-proclaimed the biggest fan of Stranger Things and all things 80s. Some of which you may have noticed going on back in here. So I thought, what better way to beat the summer heat, to bring us all together with nerdiness and happiness and everything else, but a make-along dedicated to Stranger Things and the 80s. Now, if you're not a fan of Stranger Things, don't leave yet. There is still a place for you amongst us here, and I will get to that, I promise. But basically, as the thumbnail will show, in case I have my dates wrong, the MAL starts on June 20th, so I have the video started now, and it is going to run all summer long. You have all summer to do this project, whatever project you may come up with, and we'll get into that too. It will run through September 22nd, also of this year being 2024, in case you are watching this in the future. Because I do have like the past videos up also. I never really take them down, so I make sure to put the years up with them. And yeah, like first and foremost, something Stranger Things related. Now you can, of course, crochet. It's a make-along though, so you can crochet, you can knit. Fiber arts though, can you weave something? Yes, you can. Can you felt something? Yes, you can. Can you macrame something? Yes, you can. Can you counted cross stitch something? Yes, you can. Can you plastic canvas something? Yes, you can. Whatever your fiber heart can come up with and create, I will happily accept. Basically, just let me see these Stranger Things connection. Let me show you a few things that I have either done or had given to me. Now, I'm not in any way suggesting or asking for you to present me with your beautiful makes at all. Some folks have lovingly in the past gifted me their makes, and I appreciate, love, adore, and treasure them, and I will always keep them. An example right here, this stunning, beautiful hopper amigurumi from season 3. That is Date Night Hopper in his amazing like Miami Vice looking shirt. Was gifted to me. I did not make him. He was made by the talented Samantha from Amethyst Craftworks. She made him, and I was just floored by the amazing talent. And then he showed up one day in my mailbox, and I was in love with him, and he has never since left my shelf there. That was the same year. That was last year, because that was the same year that I made this Eddie doll right here. This was my handiwork. that I freehanded. So you don't need a pattern by any means. Freehand something. Eddie is by no means made well, but we don't like to tell him that, right? Because I tried, and he doesn't need to know that he's not that great because I tried. I have also been gifted, and they're not with me in this room. They're in another room, but I have been gifted a counted cross stitch, two framed counted cross stitch plaques that were Stranger Things. One says Stranger Things, and one says in a world of 10s be an 11. That definitely counts. So yeah, like I said, I'm not asking you to gift them to me. Those are just from some beautiful friends of mine who wanted me to have their creations, and they mean the world to me, and I love them, and I do cherish them. So those are just examples. Another example of something you could make. This is also, crochet is kind of my thing. So, my examples are crochet, but another freehand thing that is not fantastic, but I wanted to try. That's dart. Or did I have a pattern for him? He's still not great. I think I had a pattern for him actually, but, that's dart. And then, I did freehand this just from looking at it, but I think you guys, I've bragged about this enough, but my recreated hopper log cabin blanket, it's not a log cabin blanket, but this was from his cabin, the hopper cabin blanket I recreated to the best of my ability. This is one of the very few blankets that I've actually sewn together to get that look from recreating it. I have a few other blankets that I'm in the process of recreating. This one's very well loved because this one is always, always, always on the back of my chair at my computer. But yeah, so stick with me still if you're not a Stranger Things fan, but you want to participate. I promise I have more coming up. But yeah, anything, and if you're not a crocheter, there are macrame, and there are latch hook things in spread out throughout the series. There are wall hangings I know that are in macrame in Mike's basement, for sure. And in Max's house, there's bound to be other stuff that I've also missed because I hadn't been looking at the time. But yeah, they're spread throughout. In Joyce's house, I know there are other items that you could get some inspiration from. But there are crafty items everywhere. So there are definitely options, and you don't have to recreate something, because where I was coming from with the you don't have to be a Stranger Things fan is if you want to participate in this make-along, you could also make an item that can just convince me that it belongs from the 80s. Make it from a pattern from the 80s. Make it with yarn from the 80s. Make it an item that fits into the 80s. Or if you are a Stranger Things fan, an item with a story that fits into the Stranger Things universe. It doesn't have to be recreated from the show. But pretty loose. I want to have fun. I want to hear all the stories of all the things that you're making. But yeah, just convince me that your item belongs in the Stranger Things universe or in the 80s, or tell me about the yarn or the pattern that it came from the 80s. I'm a big nostalgia buff from the 80s, so tell me all about that if you know, if you want. But all of those things will fit the criteria of this make-along. So have at it. I would love to hear your ideas either down below here or in the Facebook group. There will be, hopefully by the 20th, by June 20th, as always, each year, there will be a thread for your finished objects, and there will be a separate thread for like your progress. The finished objects, you only need to put your item in once. Once it's complete, please put it in there. That will be where I go to do to pick the names and put them in the comment picker or the wheel picker to do the drawing for the prizes. If there's only a few entrants, or, you know, little interest this year, then there'll probably only be one prize, because I do tend to do a bigger, better prize for this make-along than like just for the monthly make-alongs that I run. If there's like people coming out of the woodwork and there's a ton of entrants, and I just, you know, maybe I take a week to even look through all the entries, and then there most likely will be more prizes. We'll see how that goes. There is an undetermined amount of prizes at the moment. And because I don't know how many prizes there will be, I don't know what the prizes will be. That will be all a big mystery at the end, but there will be prizes. I will open this up to people from all over the world. Normally my make-alongs and such are, because they're every month and stuff, are limited to like the United States, but all over the world. If there's a lot of prizes, they might be like e-prizes, like gift cards and such. We'll have to see how many drawings that we do and stuff, but there will be prizes and they will be open to everyone. This is not, I should add in, not sponsored by YouTube, not sponsored by like Netflix, not sponsored by any of the actors or directors or anybody, writers, and anybody involved with Stranger Things or Netflix or anybody but me, just Heather, the Crochet Witch. Just me and my nerdiness, wanting to share my nerdiness with you guys and geek out and have fun and just have a good, you know, fun summer. I'm very excited to do this again. Like every year there are fun entrants. There's a handful of you guys that I know that look forward to this as much as I do, I think. I look very much forward to seeing what everybody comes up with. But yeah, so, and it makes me definitely sure that there's going to be time for me to, like, I need to make time in my schedule to binge watch me some Stranger Things again and to put myself in the mood, because I want to get cracking on recreating the blankets that I meant to start on last year, because yeah, I had quite the list. I started knitting that Erica pattern for Erica's bedspread. Once I found it and found it was a knit pattern, I got the yarn together for the blanket in the camper that Eddie stole in season 4. I am still working on the right greens, but I have gathered so many greens for the Henderson blanket that I really want to do. The wavy ripple blanket. I know there's another one that I was thinking of too, and I want to eventually just do like all the blankets, but those are like my top 3 that I want to get done. So I need to like pick one and just get going on it in between all my other stuff, right? And work and everything else. But anyway, yeah, the entries, let me think, make sure I do all the rules here too. To enter on the Facebook group, you can also, if you do not have Facebook, I know that at least one person does not, and I don't know if Marion is going to enter, but in case she is, or in case anyone else without a Facebook wants to enter, you can email it to me. My email address is always linked down below, and usually always I remember to put it at the end of the video also, although that's not at a link. The link is down below. But yeah, you can feel free to email it to me. Just I don't usually share the email pictures. Just they're usually for me. So that, you know, there's no surprises. I don't want to like share it and then have somebody be like, oh, that I didn't want that shared. Like, so just to nip that, I just don't. But feel free to join the Facebook group if you want to share it and share it. It's the easiest way to enter. You must be 18 years or older to enter for the prizes. Make sure that your country will allow you to enter for prizes. Once it leaves my hands, you're responsible for paying any taxes and duties and all that fun stuff. I think that's all the specialty stuff that I have to say. Okay, so yeah. Otherwise, yeah, like I said, just don't forget it's not limited to only crochet. It's not limited to only crochet and knit. Like I said, loom knitting, macrame. If you guys macrame one of those like owls from like the 70s or whatever, I want to see that so freaking bad. Like, I want to get more of those so bad. I have one. I still really need to take a picture of it and show you because it's out in the walkway into the house. And I love him. I found him at a yard sale. And he's like one of my greatest treasures. I love him so much. I want to get more of those. I love them. But yeah, anyway, anybody that macrames, if you do that, that would be amazing. Yeah, any kind of a fiber art at all is welcome. All right, I think I have reiterated enough as is, and yes, I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with this year. So I will let you go for now. Let me know if I forgot anything or if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon. All right, I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.